The code has been finally cracked for the perfect garage automation, but it took a while to get there. Now, this isn't just about the garage door. You could use this automation anytime you want to go home to your house and start up some kind of automation, whether that's turning on the AC so it's not so stuffy at home, starting up a kettle for tea so it's ready when you get home, letting your kids know that you're almost home so they're excited, letting your spouse know that you're going to be late for dinner. I mean, there's so many different things that you could use this for, but the most difficult one is opening up the garage door right before you get home. So the first thing I tried out was my phone's geolocation, your phone's GPS, and if you're in a certain radius, it can fire off an automation. So I tried it out and I was quickly disappointed when it didn't fire when I was near my house. So I immediately disabled it and pretty much gave up all hope that this was going to work. So then I thought, what if I put NFC tags here in the car and just scan them when I'm on my way home? And that's what I did. I actually put an NFC tag right here in my console. And then I have another one right here behind my visor that I could scan and open up the garage door. And it works pretty decent, but there's a couple of issues. One, if I'm scanning the one in my console to turn on the AC in my house when I'm heading home, what if I have like 45 minutes till I'm home? I don't want to start the AC that early. So there's an issue with time as well as scanning it on the visor as I'm driving. A little dangerous. I don't recommend that. So then I had this crazy idea. What if I put a button on my phone? When I press it, it would trigger an Apple shortcuts to grab the time to my house and then send that to Home Assistant. And it actually worked. All I had to do is create a dictionary with like a key value. It grabs the time and it sends it to Home Assistant. And then Home Assistant can start up a timer to run automations when I get home. So technically, yes, this would open up your garage right before you get home, but there is one massive flaw. And that is, what if you have to make a stop on your way home? Or what if you hit some traffic that slows you down? It's going to open up your garage too early. And a lot of people were saying this in the comments. So there is a workaround. I'm going to show you that. But this timer option would still work really well for letting your family know that you're going to be late or starting your AC or kettle when you're about to get home. So that's still a pretty good option. Oh, and I saw a comment saying I wasn't being inclusive because I'm using an iPhone and not Android. You could do all of these things on Android. I just happen to be using an iPhone right now, and these videos would take so much longer if I had to set up everything on an Android and an iPhone. So the thing that solves all the problems, makes it super easy and extremely accurate, is the car's integration into Home Assistant. And I'm using the Tesla custom integration that you can install through HACS. And I didn't realize how powerful this thing is until I saw a comment from user Scott Martin 6411. Thank you very much. That showed me how I could use this for my automations. There's two really important things to use. One is the destination. So when you put in the maps on the Tesla that you're headed home, that shows up in Home Assistant that you're going home. That way the automation only runs when you're going home and not to the store. And then there's also the real-time data, how many minutes till you're at your destination. And that updates in real time. So if you're making a stop or if you're getting stuck in traffic, that number is always updating. And that way it opens the garage right when you're pulling up to the house. And I tried it out and the garage door opened right when I pulled on the street and I could see my house. I mean, it felt like magic. And you could use this for like turning on the kettle when you're 10 minutes away or turning on the AC in your house when you're 20 minutes away. I mean, it's super useful. Obviously, there is some safety concerns, so use at your own risk. But if you do want to try it out, I'll put some links in the description as well as the code for the automations. Thanks for watching.